All right, thanks, Adam. Over the past couple weeks, there's been a string of violence involving suspects ranging in age from 14 to 21 years old. The first happened in Jeanerette on the 17th. Police say it was two 19-year-olds, a 20-year-old, and a 21-year-old who shot and killed 17-year-old KENDAL THOMPSON. Just over 24 hours later, a Como High School football player was sent to the hospital after being shot as police say teenagers were trying to rob him of his car. Police arrested a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old in the case. Days later, Matthew Carter died from his injuries. Lafayette police have made 4 arrests in connection with this morning's shooting death on Edwis Street. A 17-year-old boy is charged with second-degree murder in the case. Also charged are 38-year-old HEIDI BERGERON, 19-year-old Logan LaCroix, and another unnamed 17-year-old boy. 41-year-old John Lee has been identified as the victim of the shooting in the 100 block of Edwis Street in Lafayette. Witnesses say there were teens behind the guns once again. News 15's Cassie Schirm went to the scene and learned more about what happened.
It's a quiet, dead-end street right now, but last night it was filled with gunshots and tears after a teenage feud ended up killing a man, leaving a family heartbroken and still in disbelief.
It's very painful to see what has taken place in this neighborhood, in this community.
Chris LAUVE is the brother-in-law to John Lee Hickenbottom, who was killed late Wednesday night.
We just hope for the best, need some help.
Holding back tears, LAUVE tells us what happened.
One of the family friends had come by and he parked his car out in the road here in the forward area. He ran into the house saying that somebody was after him. When my brother-in-law came out the house, they pulled a pistol on him. He tried to wrestle the pistol away or whatever it was, and they shot him once in the heart. Then he ran maybe 15 feet right here, and they shot him again right here, and he died.
That family friend was 18-year-old Kyle Hayes, who was running for his life. He says it was all over a teenage feud over a girl.
They was 16, between 16 and 19. The dude that was 19, he was driving the car. And this kids, they like to play with guns now. It's not right. He used to change my diapers. Like, I looked at him like an uncle, a dad, another dad. You know, like, it's just hard to go through something like that, to witness somebody get shot and die in front of you. It's just hard.
Now they're just left remembering who he was.
You know, just a real, very caring individual. Give the shirt off his back. Sadly missed. You know, at this point, it's a shame that this has taken place. But that's today's youth. That's the issue.
But have no way of paying for a funeral.
There's no way that they can afford to pay for a funeral. So anything that we can do to help out, it's appreciated.
But one thing is sure, his friends and family say he died as a hero protecting Hayes.
Very, very thankful. He was a good man.
The family says he was taken way too soon, but will always be remembered. In Lafayette, I'm Cassie Schirm, News 15.
All right, thanks, Cassie. And the family is working on putting up a GoFundMe for Hickenbottom's funeral cost. We'll post a link to that at KADN.com just as soon as it's up. Continuing our crime